welcome to another Menu Monday, and welcome back to my RV kitchen. Today I have 4 meals for you. I hope you enjoy, so without further ado, let's get cooking. For today's meal, we're going to set the Instant Pot to saute and put in some olive oil. I'm going to dice up this onion. I'm going to add 1 pound of hot Italian sausage. Now, you can also use ground beef, your preference. We like the spice of this. I'm going to cook this until it's no longer pink and then drain any grease. I didn't have any from this sausage, but of course if you're using hamburger, just make sure you remove the grease. Next thing we're going to do is spread out the meat on the bottom evenly on the bottom of the pot. We're going to add the spaghetti sauce on top and then pour your 2 cups of water into your jar to get out the rest of that sauce and pour that on top. At this point, you would then add your diced tomatoes, and your spices should have been added into the meat before pouring the sauce on, but I totally mixed this up. I'll have it corrected in the ingredients. It just wasn't plain enough for me to see. But anyway, what I do is I set this to pressure, then I realize I didn't do that. Take the lid off, put all those things in there, and then start over. Okay, realized, going back to add them now. Alright, and set pressure for 5 minutes. Once it's done, you do a quick release. And then you're going to stir in your mozzarella cheese. Now I went with the, I think it's pronounced Gabbani. It's a block. You can use anything, but this made it taste so good. Big Daddy was like, we're definitely doing this one again. And then I put the lid on and just kept that on low, saute low I believe, until it melted, and then it was ready. 5 stars from this person. I hope you give it a try. I just did some garlic toast on the side there. And here's your ingredients. So for our pulled pork, the first thing you're going to do is cut the pork into cubes about 2 inches square, and it says to put them in a large bowl, but I said to myself, why dirty a bowl? I'll just do it in the Instant Pot insert, so that's what I did. So let's get this cut up. Now we're going to put all the spices in a smaller bowl and get them mixed together. I'll have them listed at the end of this clip and also on the website rvlifeintheusa.com. The link will also be in the comments below to get to the correct post. Alright, now we're just going to mix them all up. I'm going to pour some olive oil on the pork so that the spices stick to it, and then we'll mix it all together. Now we're going to put in the onion, which is peeled and quartered. And for a liquid, we're going to use 1 cup of orange juice. And now 2 cloves of garlic, and I use the garlic. And then we're going to get this in the pressure cooker and set it to seal. Now the book says cook for 20 minutes, but it says pressurization and cooking time an hour and 15 minutes. So I checked the website, it says 60 minutes. So I did an hour, and it was so tender, it just was fall apart. It was awesome. So just be sure to change that in your cookbook. It's page 57. Change it from 20 minutes to 60 minutes. Alright, now I'm going to get this shredded up, and I'm going to keep it in the crock pot. I'll keep warm until Big Daddy gets home from work. I have mine with the tomatoes, cheese, and a little sour cream. Big Daddy had sour cream and sriracha. However you like it, I just fried up these tortillas. There was tons left over, so I've frozen it, and I think next week I'm going to do some buns, put the meat on it with some coleslaw on the side. It goes a long way. So here's everything you'll need for this dinner, and it's so simple. The only thing I forgot is I had cut up the tomatoes and the avocado, and I had sour cream ready too to top it with, but at the end, totally forgot. Alright, all you do is really layer. So enchilada sauce first. We're using a pot and pot method for the Instant Pot. I use these pans. You can use any pan that fits inside your Instant Pot that has a lid, or if it doesn't, you can use silver foil as your lid. So we put the chicken in next, some mozzarella, some more of the enchilada sauce. I was being real sparing at first, but Then I realized it said 2 tablespoons, but you can put as much as you want on each layer. And it called for a cup of chicken. I ran out, but fortunately I had cooked I think 2 chicken breasts because I was going to feed the dogs some fresh chicken. So I just cut up a little bit more, so you may want more than a cup. I had just frozen, these were frozen chicken breasts. I put them in the Instant Pot for 25 minutes with a cup of water and they were done. Alright, still layering. Now this was enough for Big Daddy and I. If you have a larger family, I would suggest using 2, making 2, and you could, if you had these double stack pans, do that. I will link them on my website if you're interested in purchasing them. I got them recently and I've used them quite a lot. They've come in very handy. Alright, you put a cup of water in there, you put the lid on your pot, put that in there, and set this for 5 minutes. Or is it 3? It's 3, even easier. And then all you do is take it out and pop it under your broiler until the cheese gets nice and crispy. So you can see how quick this was. Like I said, I cut up the tomatoes and the avocado, but I forgot to put it on there. I served it with some Mexican rice, and here are your ingredients. Super simple, super easy, and very fast. Alright, the first thing we're going to do for this taco pie is prepare the beef following the directions on the taco package. This was so fun to make. Again, I used a pot and pot. I will have those pans listed on my website, rvlifeintheusa.com. I also have the spring foam pans. I was going to pull that out, but it was so deep in the back of my cupboard, I had to pull out my pots and pans to get to them. I don't use them very often, but I thought if you have one of those, it would be even better because you could take the side off when it's done and then just slice it so much easier. Anyway, just a thought if you have one. So after you've got your meat done, you're going to make your pie. You put a tortilla in first and a layer of refried beans. I'm going to spread that out and then top that with cheese and then the meat, and you just keep going until you've used it all up. Alright, now I've got it filled up. I'm going to put the lid on, and then we're going to get this in the Instant Pot. It's actually easier to put the pot on the trivet and lower it all in together. You add 1 cup of water. I added a cup and a little bit. I don't know why. You just do these things sometimes. And then I put the pot in there and got it in the pressure cooker, and this cooks for 10 minutes and has a quick release. There we go. Now it's done. I'm going to get this out. And I did end up putting it under the broiler for just a few minutes to crisp up the cheese. It's optional. It was really, really good. And you just put whatever toppings you like on it. This was before it went into the broiler. And then this picture didn't come out real well. It was blurry and a funny color, but the meal was wonderful. So here are your ingredients, and I hope you give it a try. Super tasty, super simple, super quick. I hope you enjoyed those meals. Again, I will put the Pot and Pot link down below in the comments, and also on my website rvlifeintheusa.com if you'd like to purchase one of those. Now, if you're new here, please consider subscribing. If you hit the bell, it will notify you every time I upload a new video. And now, obviously, I have fixed the internet and I'm rolling again, and I shouldn't be able to, hopefully, shouldn't miss another Monday. And next week, we're back into the foil packs. So I hope you enjoyed those when I did them before. They're coming again. Stay tuned for those. They'll be next Monday. Alright guys, I hope you have a fantastic week. I'll see you next Monday. Love y'all. Bye-bye.